Dear students, welcome to the next video lesson from the chapter Forms of Business Organization, and topic is Joint Hindu Family Business. Joint Hindu Family Business. Actually, Joint Hindu Family Business is one of the oldest form of business. It is a traditional form of business prevailed all over the world. Actually, nowadays we can feel lot of difference between the traditional form of living and the modern form of living due to urbanization and lot of advancement in technological development. Actually, joint Hindu family is one of the traditional concepts prevailed all over the world, especially in India. In Kerala also, lot of joint Hindu families are there. It is one of the oldest form we can view, most probably in India. And as the name indicates, joint Hindu family business. It is a family business, and the members in the business will be they were from the Hindu family and joint Hindu family. Now it is nuclear family. That is why lots of changes happened to this form of business. I think it is not available in our India also. So remember the concept, it is one of the traditional form of business and it is owned by the individuals of Hindu family and it is controlled by one of the law, Midakshara school of Hindu law. Midakshara school of Hindu law prevailed in that time. And you know very well, you have to know very well who is the authority of this type of organization. Normally, there will be an elder member who is controlling the whole family in a very joint Hindu family. And he is known as Karta, Karta, Karta. He is controlling the business organization very strictly. He is taking every decision, and all other members in that family will obey the decision taken by Karta. So remember who is Karta is the eldest member in the Hindu family who is controlling and managing the business organization. He is taking the decision and they are getting maximum financial support from their ancestral property. So here some features of joint Hindu family is here. First one is it is created on the basis of Hindu law and not out of any contract. Actually, we learned Midakshara school of Hindu law. As per that law, these type of forms of business are created. And only from the Hindu family members can be joined into the business. Only male members of Hindu family can become members of this type of joint Hindu family business. And it is also known as Hindu undivided family business. And the membership is obtained only through the birth, only by birth, not by paying any cash or by taking share, only through birth in the particular family, we will get the membership. And business is undertaken mainly for the benefit of the members of the family. Actually, they earn maximum profit, but they want to survive in the market and their main aim is getting maximum financial benefit for the family. And the liability of the members is limited except Karta. So we can say Karta has unlimited liability and all other members' liability is limited up to certain. Then the capital of the business is from the ancestral property. Already I said they will have lot of property got from their ancestral members. So no other sources of financial income for them. So these are all the features of joining the family. Please take into mind, especially how it is originated, how who is controlling the business, and how the members are get joined in the organization, and what is the liability of members and Karta, and how they are getting capital. And some advantages are there. Advantages of joint Hindu family business are there. It ensures greater stability in the running and continuity of business. We can say there will be no an end for this type of organization. It will continue. Even the Karta dies, next eldest male member will control the organization. Next eldest male member will control the organization. So it enjoys greater stability in the running and continuity of the business. And it also provides scope of division of labor. Why? Because you will learn the second year on principle division of labor, dividing the work among all other members in the organization according to their ability. Dividing all the work in the organization according to the ability of members, their specific talents. So, joint Hindu family business run based on this principle, and there is no limit for number of members. Everyone have job, everyone have work in the organization, no limitation, and it enables to take accurate decision. Why? Because Karta is taking decision, all other members will obey the decision. So accurate decision will be there, and business secrecy can be maintained easily. Why? Because no need to publish their business information to others. Like companies are publishing their balance sheet to the public or stakeholders, no need to publish any information related to the business to the other people, stakeholders. So that is another advantage. So remember all these points. There will be continuity, scope of division of labor, no limit of number of members. It enables to take better decision, accurate decision. Business secrecy is possible, and some more advantages are there. The members of joint Hindu family business have only limited liability. Members of joint Hindu family business have only limited liability. Why? Because Karta has unlimited liability. So members have to suffer only few amount of loss or liability. Karta will suffer or will pay all other remaining amounts. And this type of organization maintains a good amount of credit worthiness than the sole trading organization. Credit worthiness in the sense they have good amount of financial stability. And also it enjoys flexibility in organization. No need to ask with any other, they can make their own changes. Then every junior member in the organization will get excellent training. When they become Karta, they will be the topmost people to handle the organization. They will get better training. And also a few disadvantages are there. First one is they have only a limited resources. Why? Because they have no other income. They are getting cash or capital in the form of ancestral property. So the resources of joint Hindu family are limited than when we are comparing with the joint stock company. And the management is in the hands of Karta. You know very well. He is taking the decision. Suppose the Karta may be the eldest member. If he has no initiative or abilities, efficiency, skills, the working of the organization will not be proper. And there is no direct relationship between reward and effort. No direct relationship between the effort taken by the members and their rewards. They will get some amount of money given by the Karta. And disputes arising among the members in the case of partition of property and closing of business is also possible there. There will be a lot of disputes. So a lot of possibilities are there for the breaking of the business due to the disputes among the members. And the liability of the members is limited, but they have little interest in the business. So they have take only little interest in the business activity. That is another disadvantage. So keep all these points in your mind. This is what about joint Hindu family business. So develop your own concept watching the video again and again. Thank you.